Imagine a branching cathedral of pink, purple, and orange limestone stretching for miles, each twist and crevice bustling with darting fish, shy octopuses and crustaceans seeking refuge. The polyps secrete calcium carbonate skeletons that accumulate over centuries, forming huge underwater edifices. One parrotfish, nibbling on algae and dead coral, can generate up to 90 kilos of sand annually, helping turn the reef's rubble into the white sandy beaches we admire. Marine Conservation Society. But the reef's glory hides a staggering fragility. These ecosystems live in narrow bands of warm, clear, shallow water, where sunlight penetrates and supports the algae living inside coral tissues. These algae supply up to 90% of the coral's energy through photosynthesis. When water becomes too warm or murky, the coral expels the algae, turning ghostly white in a process called coral bleaching, an early sign of collapse. And yet, there is magic in survival. Some reefs nestled in remote locations have shown resilience, quietly rebuilding over decades. A colony discovered in the Pacific stood 18 feet high and 112 feet wide, even visible from space, having grown for centuries beneath the waves. As we drift away from this underwater metropolis, we must ask ourselves, if the cities of coral vanish, what becomes of the countless lives that depend upon them? And ultimately, what becomes of us? Share your thoughts. Have you ever been beneath a coral reef, or seen its beauty threatened? Beneath the shimmering surface of our vast oceans lies a vibrant world teeming with life, where coral reefs stand as silent sentinels of marine biodiversity. Among these delicate ecosystems, the journey of a single resilient coral tells a powerful story of survival, adaptation, and hope amidst the mounting challenges of climate change and environmental degradation. In Whispers Beneath the Waves, the extraordinary journey of a resilient coral in a changing ocean, we dive deep into the remarkable life of a coral colony that defies the odds, revealing the intricate balance of nature and the urgent need to protect these underwater treasures for generations to come. Join us as we explore the wonders of coral resilience and the lessons it holds for the future of our oceans. 1. Introduction. The silent world beneath the waves. Beneath the shimmering surface of the ocean lies a silent world teeming with life, color, and complexity. A world often overlooked yet vital to the health of our planet. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, form the foundation of this underwater universe. These extraordinary structures, built over millennia by tiny, resilient coral polyps, harbor an astonishing diversity of marine species and protect coastlines from erosion. But beyond their breathtaking beauty, corals tell a story of resilience and vulnerability in the face of an ever-changing ocean. In this introduction, we embark on a journey to explore the silent whispers beneath the waves, uncovering the remarkable life of a single coral and its extraordinary struggle to survive amid climate change, ocean acidification, and human impact. Join us as we dive into the depths to witness the delicate balance of life beneath the waves and the urgent need to protect these underwater treasures for generations to come. 2. Understanding coral reefs and their importance. Coral reefs are often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, and for good reason. These vibrant underwater ecosystems are teeming with life, providing shelter, food, and breeding grounds for an astonishing diversity of marine species. At their core, coral reefs are formed by tiny animals called coral polyps, which build intricate calcium carbonate structures that grow over thousands of years. Beyond their breathtaking beauty, coral reefs play a critical role in maintaining the health of our oceans. They act as natural barriers, protecting coastlines from erosion and storm surges, while also supporting fisheries that millions of people around the world depend on for their livelihoods. Furthermore, coral reefs contribute to carbon cycling and help sustain the overall balance of marine environments. Understanding the complexity and importance of coral reefs is essential as we face the mounting challenges brought on by climate change, ocean acidification, and human activities. By appreciating what these delicate ecosystems provide, we can better comprehend the urgency of protecting and preserving them for generations to come. 3. Meet the resilient coral. A closer look. Beneath the shimmering surface of the ocean lies a world teeming with life and vibrant colors, home to one of nature's most remarkable survivors, the resilient coral. Unlike the delicate image often associated with coral reefs, these extraordinary organisms possess an incredible ability to withstand the harsh and shifting conditions of their underwater environment. From fluctuating temperatures to rising acidity levels, resilient corals have adapted through millennia to endure challenges that would overwhelm many other marine species. At a closer glance, resilient coral reveals a fascinating complexity. Its sturdy skeleton, built from calcium carbonate, forms the foundation of entire reef ecosystems, providing shelter and sustenance to countless creatures. But it's not just their physical structure that sets them apart. The secret lies in a symbiotic relationship with tiny algae called zooxanthellae. These microscopic partners live within the coral's tissues, photosynthesizing sunlight to produce energy that sustains both themselves and their coral hosts. What makes resilient coral truly extraordinary is its capacity to bounce back from bleaching events and environmental stresses that have devastated reefs worldwide. Scientists are uncovering how some coral species can adjust their symbiotic partnerships, switch to more heat-tolerant algae, and even activate unique genetic responses to survive. This resilience offers a glimmer of hope in the face of climate change, reminding us that beneath the waves, life finds ways to endure and thrive, even in the most challenging times. 4. The challenges facing coral reefs. Today, coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, are facing unprecedented challenges in today's rapidly changing ocean. Rising sea temperatures caused by global warming have led to widespread coral bleaching, a stressful condition where corals expel the vibrant algae living within their tissues. Without these algae, corals lose their color and, more importantly, their primary source of nutrition, leaving them vulnerable and weakened. Additionally, ocean acidification, resulting from increased carbon dioxide absorption, erodes the calcium carbonate skeletons that give corals their structure, making it harder for them to grow and repair. Beyond climate-related threats, coral reefs also grapple with pollution, overfishing, and destructive coastal development. Runoff carrying pesticides, heavy metals, and excess nutrients fuels algal blooms that suffocate corals and disrupt delicate ecosystems. Overfishing removes key species that help maintain reef balance, while careless tourism and coastal construction physically damage these fragile habitats. Together, these challenges create a dire situation for coral reefs worldwide. Yet understanding these threats is the first step towards meaningful conservation efforts, ensuring that these vibrant underwater cities continue to thrive for generations to come. Five. Climate change and ocean acidification, impact on corals. The delicate balance of our oceans is being disrupted by two significant environmental challenges: climate change and ocean acidification. For corals, these changes are not just abstract concepts, they pose an existential threat to their survival. Rising global temperatures cause ocean waters to warm, leading to coral bleaching, a stress response where corals expel the symbiotic algae that give them color and essential nutrients. Without these algae, corals turn ghostly white and become vulnerable to disease and death. Simultaneously, increased carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere dissolve into the ocean, lowering the water's pH in a process known as ocean acidification. This altered chemistry makes it harder for corals to build and maintain their calcium carbonate skeletons, weakening the very structures that form vibrant coral reefs. As these reefs degrade, the marine ecosystems they support, home to countless species, face disruption. The journey of a resilient coral in this changing ocean is a testament to both vulnerability and strength. Some corals show remarkable adaptability, adjusting their physiology to survive warmer, more acidic waters. However, the rapid pace of change challenges even the hardiest species. Understanding these impacts is crucial as we strive to protect and preserve these underwater treasures for future generations. 6. The coral's extraordinary journey of adaptation. The coral's extraordinary journey of adaptation is a remarkable testament to nature's resilience in the face of an ever-changing ocean. As ocean temperatures rise and conditions become increasingly unpredictable, corals have developed extraordinary strategies to survive and even thrive. Unlike many marine organisms that succumb quickly to environmental stress, resilient corals can adjust their physiology, alter their symbiotic relationships, and modify their growth patterns to cope with new challenges. One of the most fascinating aspects of this adaptation lies in the coral's partnership with microscopic algae, known as zooxanthellae. These algae live within coral tissues, providing essential nutrients through photosynthesis. When waters warm excessively, this delicate balance is disrupted, often causing corals to expel their algal partners in a phenomenon known as bleaching. However, some resilient corals have shown an ability to host more heat-tolerant strains of zooxanthellae, effectively upgrading their internal life support system to endure harsher temperatures. Moreover, corals can regulate their metabolism, slowing growth during stressful periods to conserve energy and ramping up repair mechanisms when conditions improve. They may also alter their skeletal structure, producing denser or more complex formations that better withstand strong currents and acidifying waters. This dynamic adaptability is not just a survival tactic, it hints at an evolutionary journey where corals continuously rewrite their story beneath the waves. The coral's extraordinary journey of adaptation underscores a powerful message of hope. While the ocean faces mounting threats, the resilience encoded within these vibrant organisms inspires ongoing research and conservation efforts aimed at protecting and restoring coral reefs worldwide. Their story reminds us that even in the face of profound change, life finds a way to endure and flourish. 7. Mechanisms of coral resilience and recovery. Coral reefs, often described as the rainforests of the sea, face unprecedented challenges in our rapidly changing oceans. Yet, amidst rising temperatures, acidification, and pollution, certain corals exhibit remarkable resilience and an ability to recover from stress. Understanding the mechanisms behind this resilience is crucial for conservation efforts and the future health of marine ecosystems. One key factor in coral resilience is their symbiotic relationship with microscopic algae, called zooxanthellae. These algae live within coral tissues, providing the coral with energy through photosynthesis. Some coral species can host different types or strains of zooxanthellae that are more tolerant to heat and environmental stress, allowing them to survive during periods of elevated temperatures. This flexible symbiosis enables corals to adapt to changing conditions more effectively. Another mechanism is corals' capacity for rapid regeneration. When corals experience bleaching, an expulsion of their symbiotic algae due to stress, they can sometimes regain these algae if conditions improve. Additionally, corals reproduce both sexually and asexually, producing larvae that can settle and grow in new locations, aiding in the recovery and expansion of reefs. Moreover, certain genetic traits within coral populations confer higher tolerance to stresses such as increased acidity or sedimentation. Research has identified specific genes linked to stress response that enable some corals to maintain cellular function and repair damage more efficiently. These genetic advantages can be passed on to subsequent generations, gradually enhancing the overall resilience of coral communities. Physical factors also play a role. Corals in areas with strong water flow or shading may experience less thermal stress, making these microhabitats vital refuges that support recovery. Furthermore, the presence of diverse coral species and healthy fish populations contributes to a balanced ecosystem, promoting resilience through ecological interactions. In summary, coral resilience is a multifaceted phenomenon involving biological flexibility, genetic adaptation, reproductive strategies, and environmental conditions. By unraveling these mechanisms, scientists and conservationists can better design interventions to protect and restore these vital underwater communities, ensuring that the whispers beneath the waves continue to tell a story of endurance and hope. 8. Symbiotic relationships. Corals and their microbial partners. Corals are not solitary organisms. Their survival and thriving depend heavily on intricate symbiotic relationships with a diverse array of microscopic partners. Among the most vital of these are the tiny algae known as zooxanthellae, which live within the coral's tissues. These algae perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy, and in the process, provide the coral with essential nutrients that help build the vibrant reefs we recognize. In return, the coral offers the algae a protected environment and access to sunlight, creating a mutually beneficial partnership that sustains both. Beyond zooxanthellae, corals harbor a complex community of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that contribute to their health and resilience. These microbial partners help corals combat diseases, recycle nutrients, and adapt to changing environmental conditions. Recent research reveals that shifts in these microbial communities can influence how well corals withstand stresses such as rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification. Understanding these microscopic alliances offers crucial insights into coral resilience and opens new avenues for conservation efforts aimed at preserving these extraordinary ecosystems in a rapidly changing ocean.